The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. My name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to August, or September 6th. Today, August the 2nd, 2022. Hopefully, you're having a good day. We go back to Friday night, September 6, 1985, for a clash between the California Angels and the Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles will go with Donnie Martinez, who has struggled, and I mean struggled. It's amazing the second act of Donnie Martinez's career, and I can't imagine in 1985 that when you look at it, that you'd think of someone who go out there and have a great career with the Expos and throw a perfect game. But he's still with Baltimore, and when I show you the numbers in a moment, it's not very good. We seem to be following around Ron Romanek. We get his start as well. The Angels and the Royals are locked up in a battle royale in the American League West. And the Orioles are part of a five-team melee in the East. We were going to do Oakland and the Yankees, but Oakland has kind of fallen apart. And the Yankees and Orioles are pretty much in the same situation. And this game means a lot for California as well. So you go with the game that has the most beating, as usually what happens in September. And so that's the setup for you. A rainy night in Baltimore as the Angels and the Orioles play next. As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Replay 1985. Tonight from Baltimore, it is Memorial Stadium in Baltimore. It is the California Angels and the Baltimore Orioles. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalAdice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. And so I think I got all the things right for my ballpark picture here. We used when we did, whatever it was I used for the last Oriole replay, or the last replay, I think it was 78, we used a picture from the 71 series, thanks to Clinton Parks. But by 85, there's a replay board there, and so you get the 85 version of the ballpark. And so I like it. Hopefully it comes out well. Always fun when you design the ball, put the chalkboard stuff in the ballparks. Donnie Martinez, El Presidente, gets the call for Baltimore, making his 26th start of the year. He has 5 left after this, and 4-15 with an earned run average of 584. He is 30 years old, a fly ball pitcher, and the fastball tops out at 84. Making his 4th start against the Angels, and the Angels are rubbing their hands together. 20 innings, 24 hits, 16 runs all earned, 11 walks, and 8 strikeouts. He is 0-2. The Angels are hitting .308 off him, and an earned run average is .720. That's bad. That's bad. His last start, however, was on the 1st of September in the 6-1 win over Seattle. And so maybe, just maybe, he's turned the corner on the replay. A complete game, 5-hitter in a 6-1 win, 123 pitches, 5 hits, 1 run it was earned. He walked 3 and struck out 5. By the way, you look down there at that line for July 21st, and the Royals torched him for 10 runs in 3 2/3. So for Denny, it's been a lot of yellow snow and not a lot of fluffy white stuff. Overall, 163 and a third innings, 193 hits, 111 runs, 106 of those earned, 25 home runs allowed. He has walked 69 and struck out 68. Again, Martinez has struggled. The lineup he'll face today: Rod Carew leads off for the Angels. Juan Beniquez in center will bat second. Rupert Jones, in right will hit third. Brian Downing cleans up in left field. Reggie Jackson, the former Baltimore Oriole, will DH and bat fifth. Bobby Grinch at second, bat sixth. Jerry Narron behind the plate, not Bob Boone, he'll bat seventh. Jack Howell at third, bats eighth. And the Gerber baby, not really, at short will bat ninth. And Ron Romanek on the mound. He should throw about 120 pitches. For the Orioles on defense, Young is in left. He's a 5 and a 4. John Shelby drives the car. He's a 6 and a 3 in center. Jim Dwyer is 7 and 3 in right. Good range, not great arms. Floyd Rayford is a 7 at third. Cal Ripken Jr. is 7 at short. Alan Wiggins is a 3 at second. Eddie Murray is an 8 at first. Rick Dempsey behind the plate. He's a 5 and a 4. And Denny Senor Smoke is actually El Presidente is a 7 on the mound with a .977 fielding percentage. It is a light rain here in Baltimore. The wind blowing from right to left at 7, and it's 74 degrees. So a pleasant night, decent-sized crowd on hand as Rod Carew digs in at 277. No homers, 27 RBI. How you doing, Buckshot Kid? Hope you're doing well. Should be a sell day for the Boston Red Sox. And the Nationals sold Juan Soto to the Padres as we're going on the air. Don't ask me what they got in return. And I wonder if he'll stay in San Diego. Although I think that would be a step backwards for Soto. That's a big, big ballpark. Pitch to Carew as we start this one is a slow chopper to Ripken on the grass. Over to Murray. And Carew is out. It was a bang-banger, but Carew, those legs aren't as fast as they were. And that's how this one starts. Juan Beniquez at 286, 7 homers, and 36 RBI. Denny deals, and there's a ground ball to Wiggins. Allen throws to first, and there's 2 out. Martinez in real life didn't have a great 1985. He won loss-wise, it was fine, 13 and 11. The ERA was 5.15, so it wasn't all that great. But the whip is almost, well, it's a full 10th higher, and the league is hitting careful how you say that, Ron, 10 points higher. Rupert Jones at 227, 16 homers, and 56 RBI. I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Rainy day here in Burlington. Got out between the raindrops to go get my coffee. Jones hits a liner in the right center. Dwyer will pick it up, and that's the first hit. So 2 out for Brian Downing. Brian, 257, 14 homers, and 66 RBI. Hello, Matt. Game number 131 for the Orioles, and the Angels are playing game 134. Throw to first, and Jones is back. So 2 out in a game that both teams need. Pitch to Downing. Brian swings, and that's gone into right center field, and that's almost hit the replay board. So it's 2-0 Angels, just like that. And let's see if we can get the replay to work. Goodness gracious, Buffy St. Marie, that's his 15th homer. Don't freeze. Don't freeze. There wasn't anything anybody could do. That ball was smoked. That brings up Reggie, 264, 25 homers, 78 RBI. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Pitch to Reggie, and he walked him. So Martinez lost him on a 3-1 fastball just low. And now bring up Bobby Grinch, former Baltimore Oriole. Bobby at 263, 11 homers and 56 RBI. So kind of old home week for some of these Angels. Martinez deals. And Grinch slaps that one into left center. Young will pick it up. And there you see the problem. You don't want to blame Martinez for the Orioles not being in first place, but my goodness, he is 4-15. And with that 2-run homer, his earned run average has jumped up to 593. Which, if you were in Manchester, New Hampshire, you'd probably be stuck in traffic. Jerry Narron is at 192, 5 homers and 9 RBI. First and second, 2 out, 2-0 Angels. Popped up. Shallow left center. Shelby rides the Schwinn, makes the catch, and that will retire the side. But Brian Downing, a massive home run to right center, and after half an inning, 2-0 Angels. And Ron Romanek making his 27th start, 4 left after this, 11-8, mid-afternoon baseball for you, the next 2 days at least. Thursday's supposed to be a scorcher, so that might get moved to Friday. We'll see, but we're with you tomorrow. Romanek 11-8, 3.30 ERA, 25 years old, standard pitcher, and the fastball tops out at 85. He has pitched well against the Orioles. 2 starts, 17 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He has walked 5 while striking out 6, and is 1-1 with a 2.12 ERA. His last start was against the Yankees on the 31st, which we had for you. The Yankees beat him, but he threw well, 8 innings, 122 pitches, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 homers the key. He walked 3 and struck out 1. Overall, Romanek 196 in the 3rd innings, 190 hits, 81 runs, 72 of those earned, 22 homers. He has walked 60 and struck out 63. Here's a lineup that Baltimore will throw out there. Alan Wiggins leads off at second. He came over from the Padres, the new home of Juan Soto. John Shelby is in center field. He'll bat second. His brother Carroll, of course, designs cars. Cal Ripken at short will bat third. Eddie Murray cleans up at first. Young is in left. He'll bat fifth. Larry 3 sheets to the wind is the DH. He'll bat 6th. Jim Dwyer in right will bat 7th. Floyd Rayford has found his better home at third as opposed to behind the plate. And Rick Dempsey will catch, batting 9th. Denny Martinez threw 28 pitches in his half of the first. He should go about 115. Defensively for the Angels, Downing a 7 and a 3 in left. Bonika's a 3 and a 9 in center. Rupert Jones is an 8 and a 9 in right. Jack Howell a 6 at third. Gerber an 8 at short. Grinch an 8 at second. Carew a 4 at first. Jerry Narron a 4 and a 4 behind the plate. And Romanek a 3 on the mound with a .966 fielding percentage. Since coming over from the Padres, Wiggins at .276, no homers, and 15 RBI. Pitch to Wiggins. Is going to swing. Ground ball. Grinch picks it up off the wet grass. Throws to first, and Allen is retired. John Shelby at .250. 4 homers and 13 RBI. Romanek winds and deals. Popped up right side. Carew. All sorts of room here in Baltimore. And Rod will make the catch. 2 out. Of course, in 85, the Colts had been gone now for their 2nd season as we got close to the real football season. Memorial was a football stadium first and a baseball stadium second. You imagine buying tickets out there in left and right center? End zone seats for sure. And of course, remember, in the mid-90s, the CFL played here. Imagine that, with the 25-yard end zones. Although I can't imagine the one closest to home plate would have been 25 yards. Cal Ripken is at .280, 22 homers, and 84 RBI. He sends this one into high right center. Benitez moves over, makes the catch, and that will retire the side. Orioles go in order after 1, 2-0 Angels. So Jack Howell, Gerber, and Rod Carew, 94-95. Yep. They wanted to be the Stallions, the CFL team, but I believe the Ursays, in their infinite wisdom, tried to sue so that they couldn't use the name Stallions because it was too close to Colts. And all I want to say to that is, boo freaking who. Howell is at 202, 5 homers, and 12 RBI. Martinez starts the second with a fly ball to right. Dwyer moves over and makes the catch for the out. But didn't they win the Grey Cup? The Great Canadian Grey Cup. And I believe the 94 final was San Antonio and Baltimore. Two cities associated with Molson, Poutine, and Doug and Rick McKenzie. Yeah, they did. I thought so. So the next time you're in a bar trivia contest, you can name the only non-Canadian team to win the Grey Cup. Craig Gerber, who does not look like the Gerber baby, at 177, no homers and 4 RBI. Big Dave. Yeah. How are you? Yep, little CFL talk at the CFL Shrine. So in the second season, 95, they were known as the Baltimore CFL team, which is almost as dumb as the Washington Commanders. Pitch to Gerber. Craig hits this one into left center. That's going to drop in over Ripken for a single. Young will pick it up. And is Gerber going to go for 2? He will. They'll throw to Wiggins, and that is his first double. So Young lollygagged that. And Martinez is just behind the 8 ball again with 1 out here in the second. Carew is 0 for 1, opening 9 for Denny, 36 pitches, ending in the third, 4 hits, the 2-run homer from Downing, and a walk. That's right, I'd forgotten about that. The Bruins trying to prevent the Penguins from switching their color scheme to black and yellow from blue and yellow. Boo-hoo is right. And now, the Red Sox own the Penguins. At least the share is not owned by Mario Lemieux. So Gerber on second, pitch to Carew. That's a base hit into left center. Shelby will get it on a couple hops. Gerber will do what? He's going to try and score. Shelby fires home, and that is safe. So there was no strain on that bit of apples for Gerber to score, and it's 3-0 California. The Stallions, a dominating team, yes. And it was great. I thought it was perfect. I'm amazed, here's Beniquez, by the way, he's 0 for 1, that these other leagues, the USFL and the XFL, just don't go into NFL markets. There are markets that will support football teams. Doesn't matter if they're good. St. Louis comes to mind. San Antonio comes to mind. And Baltimore was the perfect example of that. Pitch to Juan is struck him out. He got him to chase an 0-2 fastball. 2 out for Rupert Jones, who singled and scored on the Downing homer. 3-0 Angels here in the top of the second. Pitch to Rupert. He walked him. And that'll bring up Downing again. Martinez not covering himself in clover. Baltimore went back-to-back in the Grey Cups, but lost the second one. Or lost... They were only there 2 years, though, right? Brian Downing in his 15th of the year, the first time up. Near the replay board in right center. There's a line drive to Ripken, and that will retire the side. 1 run for California, 2 hits and no errors. They leave on 2. Bottom 2, 3-0 Angels. So Murray, Young, and Sheets. 2 years lost the second. Who did they lose to? Did they actually lose to a Canadian-based team in the second one? Murray at 294, 27 homers, and 91 RBI. Swings into deep right field. Rupert Jones running out of room. Makes the catch in the corner, 1 out. The BC Lions. I would say Vancouver is a Canadian-based team, yes. Here's Mike Young. Mike at 245, 2 triples, 15 homers, and 53 RBI. Base hit down the line. Extra bases. Young's going to have 2. Jones has got to fish it out. It's mucky out there on the warning track. Young is going to go for 2. Will he dig for third? He's going to try for 3. They're going to run on Jones's arm. And Young gets a late start. It's going to be close over there. And Young is safe. He got his 3rd triple. They gambled, and Young got it. So runner on 3rd, 1 out for Larry Sheets. Larry at 271, 15 homers and 37 RBI. Orioles are 71 and 59 coming into this one. The Angels 69 and 64. Pitch to Sheets. Larry swings. That should score the run. Grinch throws to Carew for the sure out. And it's now 3-1 with 2 out. For Dwyer at 264, 10 homers and 25 RBI. See, the nice thing about this is I never know what we're going to talk about. And the fact that we're talking about the CFL in a game between California and Baltimore just kind of goes there. So your guys' thoughts on the trading deadline in baseball for those of you that follow? What do you think so far? Pitch to Dwyer. Jim hits a line drive to right. Jones is there. And that will retire the side. After 2, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors for the Orioles. They haven't left anybody on. 3-1 California. Speaking of which, Jackson, Grinch, and Aaron to face Martinez here in the 3rd. Stallions lost the 82nd Grey Cup and won the 83rd Grey Cup. After winning, they moved to Montreal and became the new Alouettes. And boy, some of you might think the greatest show on turf was the St. Louis Rams. I'm here to tell you, the Montreal Alouettes could pinball, absolute pinball team. Reggie walked his first time up, by the way. And he'll strike out this time, a breaking ball. He looked at it for strike 3, got him on the curve. Brings up Bobby Grinch, who singled. 3-0 Angels, top the 3rd. Will Soto, I thought Soto did go to the Padres. I believe I saw that just before I came on. Don't ask me what they got for him. And now, answer me this. Someone will know. Didn't Soto have 2 more years before he was in free agency? Or was that this year? I don't understand the rush unless he was a free agent this year. Why they would get rid of him now? Pitch to Grinch. Ground ball to 3rd. Rayford across the way for the out. Jerry Narron is 0 for 1. 2 out here in the top of the 3rd. Denny winds and deals. Ground ball to Wiggins. Allen at 2nd throws it over to Murray, and that will retire the side. Martinez gets the Angels in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom 3, 3-1 California. The longer they wait, the less they're willing to get. The less they will get. I get that to an extent, but you would think. Floyd Rayford, by the way, 296, 13 homers, and 33 RBI, has a 14-game hitting streak. You think, the team is for sale. The learners are going to sell it. Pitch to Rayford is a fly ball left field. Downing dives on the grass and makes a good catch. 1 out. Steeler fans happy with what the Astros have done. He got Christian Vasquez from the Red Sox. And I think the Astros have gotten better. Here's Dempsey. Dempsey at 254, 6 homers, and 33 RBI. You would think, was it 1 year for Soto or 2? And then I'll give you an answer if someone can tell me. It's after the 23 season or 24 season? Yeah, Mancini was a good get too. Great character guy. Pitch to Dempsey. Speaking of characters, that's into left center for a single. I don't know why they said how the poor play. Lined it over short. So second hit for the Orioles. Opening 9 for Romanek. 24 pitches. 2 in the 3rd innings, 2 hits. Wiggins is 0 for... I thought it was 2 years. I think probably by the time that the regular season is over, the Nationals will have new ownership. They've kept Mike Rizzo, who I think is underrated as a GM. I don't know what Soto and Davey Martinez's relationship is, manager and player. But I would have, if I was the Nationals, I would have wanted to see what that relationship would have been. Maybe, just maybe, under new ownership, it wouldn't have been. I mean, Washington's going to be paying out the nose for years for some of these players because everything was deferred. They essentially bought the team with an American Express card. Pitch to Wiggins. Allen draws the walk, and it's first and second now with one out. Brings up Shelby, who's 0 for 1. I especially with the way that the wild card is now set up, you can be a good team and make the playoffs. And all you gotta do when you get to October is win. If it's 2 years, I don't understand the rush. Pitch to Shelby. John hits a line drive to right. Jones is there, makes the catch, and everyone's going to move up because it dropped in front of Jones. I thought Jones made the catch. It was one of those sliding jobbies, and they say he trapped it. He trapped it. So the bases are loaded. One out for Cal, who has 2 grand slams on the year. 3-1 Angels. One out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Romanek delivers, and Cal sends this one to second. Grinch, Gerber for 1, and that's all they're going to get. So Dempsey will score. 2 out, and it's now 3-2. To make sure that wasn't the end of the inning, that was my hesitation. Here's Eddie Murray. Eddie's 0 for 1. Wiggins on third, Ripken on first. 3-2 Angels. The Orioles are chipping away. Romanek's pitch. Line drive. Grinch is there, and that will retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the 4th. It's 3-2 California. To maximize the sale price, they needed to move him and clear him off the books for future payroll. The lower the payroll, the better in a sale. I get that. I'm sad about it, but I get it. The Howell, Gerber, and Carew for the Angels here in the 4th. Jack is 0 for 1. It's a business, and as a fan, we pretty much root for the laundry anyway. Pitch to Howell. Struck him out. Martinez got him on an 0-2 fastball looking. Brings up Gerber. Craig doubled and scored. You know, it is a business first. And I trust me, I do understand that. I mean, that's the difference between being 40 and 50, or 14 and 50. Is that at 14, that stuff, is heartbreaking. But at 50, you understand that, Dave, it is a business. Pitch to Gerber. Here's a fly ball, left field. Young moves over. Mike will make the catch, and there's 2 out. Brings up Carew. 18 batters deep for Denny. 74 pitches. 3 2/3, 5 hits. The home run. He has walked 2 and struck out 3. Carew is 1 for 2. He's got himself a single and his 28th RBI. Martinez deals. Carew right back up the box. Denny throws to first, and that will retire the side. So Martinez has settled in there. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th there in Baltimore. The Angels 3, the Birdies 2. So here are the standings. Dodgers' magic number is 12. Atlanta remains the only team to be eliminated, and they've celebrated that fact by losing their last 8 straight. In the East, 8.5. Nobody seems to want to grab that division. St. Louis is going to win it, but they were seemingly a 100-win team at the All-Star break. They've lost 4 straight, and they've lost 6 of 10, but the Expos have gained all of a half a game. And the Mets are just too far back to really make much of it. The American League West, the Angels are 3 back. They've won 3 straight. The Royals have won 4 straight. Chicago and Minnesota, Chicago's going the wrong way. And the East, again, although the lead is 5, still a lot of baseball to be played. The Yankees have won 9 of 10, including 9 straight. It'll be the Mets and the Dodgers tomorrow on this channel, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Mike Young tripled his first time up. Has a run scored. Romantic starts the 4th. Fly ball, right field. Jones coming in. 1 out. Oh, by the way, Buckeyes fan, 000. Our latest follower. Any cool in Vermont? Yeah, it is. The mid-70s here. It's a nice day. It rained a lot. Houston also officially swapped Jake Odorizzi for Atlanta reliever Will Smith. So the Astros are getting jiggy with it. Smith hasn't been great this year, but he gives them a much needed lefty presence in the pen. Just don't let Chris Rock go to any of your games. Here's Larry Sheets. RBI, 0 for 1. Romantic's pitch. Ground ball to third. Howell across the way for the out. So 2 out for Dwyer. Jim is 0 for 1. Walked him. So Romantic lost him on a 3-1 high and in. 2 out for Rayford, sitting on a 14-game hitting streak. Ground ball, left side, base hit. Downing will grab it. So Dwyer will hold. Oh. They're going to chance it. Downing not really paying much attention. Dwyer to third, and he will beat the throw. No, he won't. They got him. 82% is not 100, and they got bluffed into trying for the bag at third, and Dwyer is tagged out. And that was all on Howell. A spin move, and Dwyer was surprised, and that will retire the side. Orioles don't score after 4, 3-2 California. As a fan, Big Dave says, of every other team other than the Yankees, it's been a good deadline for the Astros. I didn't realize that Robinson Cano was still playing. See, the Braves DFA'd him. Beniquez 0 for 2 with a strikeout. So a good throw by Downing to get Dwyer at third. Pitch to Beniquez. Juan swings, ground ball, foul, third base side. It's 93 at 11:30 and feels like 104 in South Central Texas. Two and two the count. Slow bounder. Wiggins on the grass. Has to hurry, and they got Beniquez. So 1 out for Rupert Jones, who singled, walked, and scored. Not necessarily in that order. So Martinez, after a shaky first, has settled in. Struck him out. He got him to look at a 1-2 change for the second out. And now bring up Brian Downing, who sent one into right center in the first for his 15th of the year. Ground ball to third. Rayford hurries across the way. Long throw. And that will retire Downing. Halfway home on a Tuesday afternoon. A rainy one here in Burlington. A rainy one for the game. It's the Angels 3, the Orioles 2. Join us late. Here's how we got here. Brian Downing with a massive 2-run shot, his 15th of the year, in the first to make it 2-0 Angels. And Rod Carew singled home Craig Gerber to make it 3-0 in the second. Orioles have chipped away a bit. Larry Sheets, a fielder's choice to make it 3-1. Cal Ripken, a fielder's choice to make it 3-2 in the third. And Floyd Rayford now has a 15-game hitting streak. He singled in the fourth. Ron Romanek, a 4-hitter through 4. Both the runs are earned. And Denny Martinez, a 5-hitter through 5. All 3 runs are earned. Yankees are Steeler fans' third favorite team. The Astros are number 1. The 28 others are number 2. And the Yankees are number 3. I feel you, Matt. I feel you. Dempsey 1 for 1. He's got himself a single and a run scored. Romanek starts the 5th with a ground ball to short. Gerber, long throw to first, and Dempsey is retired. You know, there are some Yankee fans who watch. They're being awful quiet if they're here today, but there are some Yankee fans. Here's Alan Wiggins. He's walked in his 0 for 1. Romanek, 61 pitches for his opening 18, 4 in the third innings, 4 hits, and 2 walks. Hasn't struck out anybody, but I wouldn't expect him to. Not a big strikeout pitcher. Wiggins hits a slow bounder. Grinch on the wet dirt throws to Carew for the out, and there's 2 away. For John Shelby, who has a single, he's 1 for 2. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Angels. They've left on 4. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and 3 left on for Baltimore. Shelby swings, another ground ball to Grinch, second verse, same as the first, and that is an out. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. To the 6th we go, 3-2 California. I will clarify, Big Dave says. I respect the players on the field, but struggle with the fans. Yeah, some of them are... Yep, I agree. I wonder, to get back to Soto, and if you buy a DeSoto, tell him Groucho sent you, if Soto told Nationals management that he would sign an extension with San Diego, I don't see San Diego giving up whatever it is that they gave up to rent him for essentially 2 years. Reggie Jackson, speaking of rentals, walked and struck out. He's 0 for 1. Line drive, Ripken, 1 out. Here's Bobby Grinch. Bobby 1 for 2. Mets and Dodgers from Los Angeles tomorrow at noon Eastern, as we play the games of September 7th, 1985. Pitch to Bobby. Base hit past Wiggins into center field. Shelby will pick it up. 1 out. 6 hit for the Angels. Here's Nairn. Jerry is 0 for 2. Martinez over 100 pitches, so he's probably towards the end of his evening. Dempsey goes out, settles him down. Line drive to third. Rayford pulls it in. And Grinch goes back to the bag. 2 out. Jack Howell is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Martinez rocks and deals. There goes Grinch, and the throw down to Cal, and Bobby is safe. He had a 40% chance of stealing that, and he did. His 3rd stolen base of the replay. And so Grinch moves up 90. A 1-strike count to Howell. 2 out here in the top of the 6th. Angels 3, Orioles 2. Pitch to Howell. That's a comebacker to Martinez, and it's all for naught. No runs, a hit. The Angels leave on their 5th runner after 5.5. 3-2 California. I think, Matt, you're going to like your new catcher in Vasquez. Was that a hole you guys needed to fill? It'll be Ripken, Murray, and Young here in the 6th for Baltimore. Cal is 0 for 2 with an RBI. Romanek starts the frame. Ball 4. The 3-1 is low on the fastball. Here's Eddie Murray. He's 0 for 2. Fly ball, right center. Beniquez running over, and Juan will make the catch. And Ripken, who had a long look to second, goes back to the bag. Mike Young has a triple. He's 1 for 2 and scored one of the 2 Baltimore runs. Pitch to Mike. Struck him out. The first for Romanek. He swung on and missed the 85-mile-an-hour fastball. So 2 outs for Sheets, who's 0 for 2. And an RBI. Soto and Bell to the Padres for Hosmer, Mackenzie Gore, C.J. Abrams, Robert Hassel III, James Wood, and Yarlin Susana. And those of you who follow the minor leagues will make noises accordingly about how good of a take that was. But, look, the Nationals are trying to rebuild, and I guess that's what you do. Pitch to Sheets, line drive to Grinch, and that is an out, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and leave a runner on after 6, 3-2 Angels. Maldonado, Matt says, is a fantastic defensive catcher and is truly a cerebral guy when it comes to calling a game, but he can't hit it all. The Gerber, Carew, and Beniquez. Gerber can't hit much. 1 for 2 today, however, with a double. Then he starts the 7th. Fly ball, right center. Shelby rides the Schwinn. 1 out. Brings up Carew. Opening 27 for Martinez. 6 1/3. 108 pitches, 6 hits. The home run to Downing. He has walked 2 and struck out 4. Carew, right to Ripken, 2 out. It has rained throughout this game, by the way, 65 degrees, but not hard enough to delay anything. Juan Beniquez is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. But it's been a good one. 3-2 Angels, top the 7th. Ground ball to Murray, and that's going to play Eddie. And so Beniquez reaches on the air. Murray couldn't find the ball, and there's a 2-out error for Rupert Jones. 1 for 2. He has walked, struck out, singled, and scored. Martinez deals, and there's a base hit in the right center field. Jones is digging for 2, and he's in there. Beniquez is going to score. So Martinez thought he was out of the inning. And instead, Beniquez, who reached on the air by Murray, scores on the double from Jones. And it's now 4-2 California. Weaver makes a slow walk. For Nate Snell. We got a pitching change. This game coming to you from Memorial Stadium in Baltimore. Snell, 37th appearance. He is 2-2 with 5 saves and an earned run average of .202. Never heard of Nate. He's 33 years old in 1985, however. A ground ball plus pitcher, and the fastball tops out at 83. Third appearance against the Angels. 2 2/3, 2 hits, and 2 strikeouts. Last pitch on the 3rd against the A's in Baltimore's 10-4 win. Went an inning in the 3rd, 21 pitches and a strikeout. Overall, Snell, 58 innings, 57 hits, 20 runs, 13 earned, 4 homers. He walked 7 and struck out 33. So here's Downing, his 2-run homer in the first, the difference. 1 for 3. And there's a fly ball, right center. Dwyer coming in, and that's stretch time, 4-2 California. So the Angels get an insurance run on a hit on the air by Eddie Murray, and that puts them up 4-2. Here's Dwyer, Rayford, and Dempsey. Dwyer 0 for 1 with a walk as Romanek starts the bottom of the 7th. To Gerber, and Craig throws to first for the out. I know, speaking of trade deadline, as Rayford steps in, Floyd 1 for 2, now is a 15-game hitting streak, that the Yankees made a rather serious offer for Ohtani. I have yet to read any talk about Aaron Judge. And greetings from beautiful Lake Chelan, Washington. How you doing, Scotty? Pitch to Rayford. Floyd pops it up. Narin takes off the mask, goes to the screen, and that ball is out of play, hit the screen. So 1-2 the count. Ground ball, and Carew can't play that. And so Rayford will reach on the air. Took a wet hop on this rainy afternoon in Baltimore. And I'll bring up Dempsey. Rick 1 for 2 with a run scored and a single. And Dempsey, as we play the bottom of the 7th, is the tying run. He draws the walk, and now the go-ahead run is up in the form of Wiggins. Allen is 0 for 2 with a walk, and with 1 out, I think I'm being a tourist in your old hometown. That's cool. Opening 27 for Romanek, 99 pitches, 6 1/3 innings, 4 hits, no homers. He has walked 4 and only struck out 1. Wiggins is going to square as soon as Narin and Romanek have a word. And so here's the pitch. Wiggins gets it down. Narin's only play is to first. Grinch covers, and 2 out. So everybody moves up 90, and a single from Shelby, even with Dempsey's speed, ties the ballgame. John is 1 for 3 with a single. 2 out, 2 on, 4-2 Angels here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Romanek's pitch. Shelby swings a hard ground ball to Grinch. Bobby throws to first, and that will retire the side. The error does not hurt. They leave on 2. No runs, no hits in that error. After 7, 4-2 Angels. So Snell will face Jackson, Grinch, and Narin. Reggie has walked and struck out. He is 0 for 2. Into right, Dwyer, 1 out. Bobby Grinch is 2 for 3. Rob, by the way, before I came on, Rob with the exclamation point doing a trade deadline show. When I covered the Nats on the trade deadline, God, that was a long day. Grinch has singled twice and stolen a base. There's only so much Twitter you can read. And trust me, I read a lot of it, trying to follow up every rumor. Grinch hits a ground ball left side for a base hit. So he is now 3 for 4. 8th hit for the Angels. Here's Nair, and he's 0 for 3. Pitch to Jerry. Ball 4. So Snell, well, Gary Pettis is going to pinch run at first. That's the right move. So we'll get a new catcher. Here's Jack Howell. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And by the time that 4 o'clock rolled around, you were exhausted and then had to try to make some sense out of what had happened. So first and second, 1 out. California up 4-2 in the top of the 8th. Howell. In the right center, Shelby moves over, and John in the right center makes the catch. Grinch goes back to tag, and Bobby stays put. 2 out for Gerber. Craig is 1 for 3. He has doubled and scored. 4-2 Angels, top of the 8th, 2 out. Dempsey and Snell again, trying to get on the same page. Popped up behind the plate, Dempsey, and that will be a souvenir. Nate, I wonder if any relation to Matt. 2-2 the count. Gerber into right field. Dwyer has a long way to run, but he'll corral this in the corner to retire the side. The Angels do not score. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors. Bottom of the 8th here in Baltimore. Angels 4, Orioles 2. So Romantic, I'm sure, will leave way for the bullpen at some point. Here's Ripken. Cal is 0 for 2. He has walked and driven in his 85th run. Ground ball, base hit past a diving Grinch. And so Cal does his part. Eddie Murray now the tying run. Eddie owes Denny Martinez an apology because it was Murray's error that led to the 4th run for the Angels. Eddie is 0 for 3. And draws the walk. So we'll see what the computer does with the Angel pen. Romantic has not been all that effective the last couple innings, although it's a bunch of bagels on the board. That's the 5th walk that Ron has allowed. Here's Young, who's tripled, 1 for 3, a run scored and a strikeout. Base hit right field. Jones will get it on a hop. Ripken will round third and hold, and with nobody out, they are loaded for Larry Sheets, who was 0 for 3 with an RBI. So Murray on second is the tying run. And as we play the bottom of the 8th, Mike Young is the potential winning run. So a good one here at Memorial. It is still raining, a light rain to be fair, but it has rained all the way through. And it's a very September-like 63 degrees as we play these games of Friday night, September 6th. Pitch to Sheets. Line drive, Carew. How do you do? 1 out. And that'll do it. Donnie Moore coming in. Got a pitching change. This game coming to you from Memorial Stadium in Baltimore. And so Moore comes into this game right into the frying pan. This will be his 56th appearance. If you're wondering about conversions, he's closed the door 31 for 37 out of 37 times for a save percentage of .838. He's 31 years old, and the fastball tops out at 88. And with 1 out as a ground ball plus pitcher, it might be a quick inning for the Angels. 3 appearances against the Orioles, 3 innings, 4 hits, a walk, 2 strikeouts. He's 1-0 with a save. He last pitched on the 2nd, so plenty of rest. 2/3 of an inning against the Tigers and slammed the door. 11 pitches and a strikeout. Overall for Donnie, 80 innings, 86 hits, 26 runs, 24 earned, 9 homers. He has walked 23 and struck out 58. Infield playing normal for Dwyer, who's 0 for 2. Let's see who can hit a righty here. And it's going to be Lee Lacy. So Lacy coming in as a pinch hitter, has not pinch hit this year. 273, 13 homers, and 45 RBI. So it's not quite the irresistible force versus the immovable object. But Moore is one pitch away from getting out of this unscathed. Pitch to Lacy. That won't be it. It'll be 4-3 in a moment. Benitez runs over, makes the catch. Cal goes back to tag, and he will score without a throw. So it's now 4-3. Run charged to Romanek, 2 out for Floyd Rayford, who is as hot as a pistol, 1 for 3 in a 15-game inning streak. 6 hits for the Birdies, 8 for the Angels. And now Moore just wants anything hit on the ground. Rayford obliges, ground ball to Grinch. Bobby goes to Gerber for the easy force, and that will retire the side. But we go to the 9th, and it's a 1-run ball game. Orioles get a run on 2 hits and no errors. It's the Angels 4, the Orioles 3. So top of the lineup, Nate Snell will start the inning. Carew, Benitez, and Jones to face him. Carew is 1 for 4. He is singled and driven in his 28th run. What do you mean I'm missing a right fielder? Fine. Mr. Lacy comes in. Lee is a 5 and an 8 in rank. So we're all complete again, and Snell can go ahead and pitch. Liner past Wiggins in front of Shelby for a single. So Carew 2 for 5. And that brings up Benitez. Juan is 0 for 4. He has scored and struck out. Pitch from Snell. Got him. An 0-2 curve that Benitez looked at. 1 out. For Rupert Jones. Rupert has singled, doubled, driven in a run, scored, walked, and struck out. A little chopper to Murray. Eddie takes it to the bag himself. And Carew goes to second. 2 out for Downing, who hit the 2-run homer in the first. Ryan 1 for 4, his 15th of the year, is driven in 68. Even though Stratomatic Baseball on PC, Matt says, could use a serious facelift to get out of the 19-aughts. You love it. That said, if I could improve just one thing, it would be to improve the sounds to be on par with Action PC. Dave has done a good job with the sound package in this game. The football one's a lot better now, too. I would say that these are the top 2 games for him, baseball and football. So Snell will face Downing, Dempsey, Wiggins, and Shelby in the bottom of the 9th for the Orioles. Carew leads off as second. Downing a line drive to second. Wiggins snares it, and that will retire the side. Last chance saloon coming up for the Birdies. No runs, a hit. The Angels leave a runner on. That's 9 today. Bottom 9, 4-3 California. So Donnie Moore will face Dempsey, Wiggins, and Shelby. 1 to tie, 2 to win. Moore starts the 9th. Ground ball to third. Howell straddles the line, throws to first, 1 out. Brings up Wiggins. Allen is 0 for 2 with a walk. Heart of the Oriole lineup coming up. And Wiggins is going to square. Can he get on? No. Boone is now behind the plate. He's a 6 and an 8. Throws to Grinch. Now we're down to the last out for John Shelby, who was 1 for 4. Might have some success here. Don't hit bunt line. And so Shelby will stay in the game and the power right behind there. So again, last chance saloon. 2 out, bottom of the 9th. Mets and Dodgers tomorrow, noon Eastern, from Chavez Ravine. Moore winds and deals, and Shelby prolongs the ball game by lining it foul down the third base line. Somebody from Foggy Bottom made that. You just can get in the Strat or app it. What'd you play before the computer? Is you a Pursue the Pennant guy? So an 0-2 count The Angels 1 strike away. Moore pitches and struck him out, and the Angels are going to win. So a good one here in Baltimore comes to an end as California wins it 4-3. So Moore locks down the save. 4 runs, 9 hits, an error, as the Angels are now a 71 team in 85. They leave on 9. 3 runs, 6 hits, an error for Baltimore. They fall to 71 and 60. They leave on 8 in the computer. And I will give the Digital Dice Player of the Game award to Donnie Moore, who went inning in 2/3 to pick up his 32nd save and a strikeout. All on 13 pitches, by the way. Didn't throw a ball. Romantic gets the win. Goes to 12-8, 7-1, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 5 walks. And that really was his undoing. Denny Martinez, I think you take that performance from him, but he falls to 4-16. Big Dave has been playing Pursue the Pennant for 35 years. Wow. And, of course, Dynasty League Triple Play, all derivatives of that. 7 hits allowed for Denny, 4 runs, 3 earned. The 2-run shot from Downing. He walked 2 and struck out 4. And Snell, 2 1/3, 2 hits, a walk and a strikeout. So, for the moment, California creeps back to 2.5. And Baltimore falls to 9. Yet, Dynasty still produces the cards. Just at 68, if I remember correctly. So the rest of this Friday in baseball for you. And it's a busy one, including a big doubleheader in Kansas City. We start at Wrigley. The Reds beat the Cubs 7-5. Mario Soto goes to 11-12. Patello falls to 0-3. The Cobra, Dave Parker, 2 for 4, his 21st and 2 RBI. Walt Terrell, a 3-hitter, shuts down Seattle 4-0. Darrell Evans, his 28th for the Tigers. Mike Moore, 15-9. We didn't show you the Yankees and the A's because we didn't think it'd be all that good, and we were right. The Yankees 14. They have a 10-game winning streak. Joe Cowley goes to 9-8, and Chris Cordioli falls to 12-10. The A's walk 10. Ron Hassey 4 hits, and the Yankees have won 4 straight. Minnesota beat Toronto 6-3. Frank Viola goes to 11-13. Storm, that's not Storm Davis, is it? Goes to 0-1. Tim Loudner 3 for 4 with a double. Big twin bill in Kansas City, and they will split it. Milwaukee wins the first one 2-1. Teddy Higuera 13-8. Danny Jackson goes to 13-10. Raleigh Fingers gets a save in the nightcap. Kansas City beats Milwaukee 4-0. Farr 1-1. Ray Burris 5-14. Darryl Motley 1 for 3 in his 10th of the year. Steeler fan going, it's not over till it's over. Nurse Cratchit will be by with your medication in a moment. Pittsburgh beats Houston 4-3. Rick Rhoden goes to 10-12. Joe Niekro 11-12. Houston walked 10 batters. Billy Doran 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Texas 5 stolen bases, 17 hits, including a monster day from Alan Bannister. 2 hits, 5 RBIs, and a homer. Why they feature Ron Kittle, I don't know. Jim Mason says there ain't no good guys, there ain't no bad guys. It's just you and me, and we just disagree. He goes to 7-12. Britt Burns falls to 9-11. The Rangers pound, and I mean pound, the Chi Sox, 17-4. Kittle 3 for 4 is 22nd and 2 RBI. John Tudor throws a 2-hitter over Atlanta. The Cardinals win 4-0. Tudor is now 24-3 with a month to go. Mailer 11-17. Tudor goes the distance, strikes out 4. San Diego 12-2 over Philadelphia. Eric Shaw 16-6. Shane Riley 10-13. Steve Garvey 3 for 3, 2 RBI and a double. The Dodgers behind Fernando Valenzuela shut down Dwight Gooden and the Mets 3-0. Mike Marshall 3 for 4 with a stolen base. Montreal keeps pace with St. Louis 8-2 over the Giants. Bill Gullickson, they pound out 17 hits, by the way. Gullickson's 10-8, Gott 9-12, Hubie Brooks 3 for 5, and that will do it. Did I get everybody? A lot of highlights. Ron Hassey had 4 hits. Yeah. So tomorrow it'll be the Mets and the Dodgers. Standings as we leave you on a Wednesday or Tuesday afternoon. The Dodgers are up 21. Yankees and Red Sox are now tied for second, 4.5 behind Toronto, and California has cut the Kansas City lead to 2.5. So that'll do it. See if anyone else was eliminated. I'm Ron Juckett. Whoa! Only Philadelphia. Cleveland has a Jim Carrey chance. They're 53 and 81. Dodgers' magic number is 10. We'll see you tomorrow for the Dodgers and the Mets. So long, everybody.